There was nothing unusual about him. That's what everyone said afterward. And that's exactly why they let him in. On a quiet Sunday evening in a small apartment complex where nothing ever really happened. Neighbors kept to themselves. Doors stayed locked. Routines didn't change. Which is why Ethan Cole stood out immediately. Not because he was strange. But because he wasn't. Ethan was friendly. Polite. Soft-spoken. The kind of man who smiled when he passed you in the hallway and held the door open just a little longer than necessary. He introduced himself to everyone within the first week. Said he had just moved in. Worked remotely. Kept things simple. No one questioned it. No one had a reason to. Except Leah Carter. Leah was 32, a freelance editor who worked from home. She wasn't paranoid, just observant. The kind of person who noticed small inconsistencies others ignored. And Ethan had a few. Nothing obvious. Just things that didn't quite line up. He didn't seem to have furniture delivered. No packages. No visitors. And yet, he was always home. Always present. Always watching. Leah mentioned it once to the building manager, Tom Alvarez. Tom was in his late 50s, easygoing, and known for brushing off concerns to keep things running smoothly. People live differently, Tom said with a shrug. He seems normal enough. And that was the end of it. Weeks passed. Ethan became a familiar face. He helped carry groceries. Fixed a loose railing near the stairs. Even offered to feed a neighbor's cat while they were away. Trust built slowly. Naturally. Exactly the way it always does. Then one night, everything changed. A tenant on the third floor, an older man named Mr. Givens, didn't show up for his usual morning walk. By afternoon, neighbors started to worry. By evening, someone called Tom. When they opened the apartment door, they found it empty. Not just quiet. Empty. Tom stopped dismissing concerns. And the building. It never felt normal again. But there's one detail investigators never released publicly. Something Leah only discovered later, when she reviewed the audio more carefully. Right before the recording ends. Right before the voices disappear. There's a third sound. A knock. Not from Ethan. Not from Mr. Givens. From someone else. Subscribe for part 2. Furniture gone. Personal belongings gone. Like no one had ever lived there. At first, it didn't make sense. Until Leah remembered something. 2 nights earlier, she had seen Ethan coming out of Mr. Givens' apartment. Carrying a box. Leah went straight to Tom. This time, she didn't suggest. She insisted. But Tom hesitated. Because Ethan didn't seem like that kind of person. That hesitation cost time. And time mattered. By the time police got involved, Ethan was gone. His apartment. The same as Mr. Givens. Empty. No records. No lease history beyond a temporary file. No digital footprint that led anywhere meaningful. It was as if he had never existed. Except for one thing. Leah had been working late the night before Ethan disappeared. And like always, she had been paying attention. She had recorded something. Not intentionally. Just background audio while editing. Voices in the hallway. One of them was Ethan's. Calm. Friendly. The other wasn't. When investigators listened to the recording, everything changed. Because Ethan wasn't just a quiet tenant. He was convincing people to let him in. Gaining trust. Learning routines. And then, erasing them. The case shifted instantly. From missing persons to something far darker. And here's where the power shifts. Because Leah, the one person everyone ignored, was now the only one who had seen through him. The only one who had evidence. The only one who hadn't trusted the stranger who seemed normal. Weeks later, Ethan was found. Not hiding. Not running. Living under a different name, in a different building. Doing the exact same thing. This time, they were ready. Ethan was arrested quietly. No media frenzy. No dramatic headlines. Just a case file that grew heavier with every discovery. Multiple identities. Multiple disappearances. All following the same pattern. And at the center of it all was trust. Leah never went back to ignoring small details.